Well, thank you for joining us for our Facebook Live. My name is Tim Tompkins. Mr. Larry Dumas, combo guard for the Jacksonville Giants. Thank you for the interview today.
No problem.
So this Saturday at Edward Waters College, the Jacksonville Giants, you are taking on the DMV Warriors, obviously one of the better teams in the ABA. Keys to the game for you. What are you looking forward to do in this game?
Just play our game, really. As long as we play our game, we'll be fine. Defensive-wise, I'm not worried about. Offensive-wise, definitely not worried about. Coaching-wise, not worried about either. So if we just play our game, we'll be fine.
How much of a difference does it make for you when you're playing these home games and the crowd shows up, they're enthusiastic, they're loud? How much does a difference does that make for you while you're out there on the court?
It's a very big difference. If they're not there, we're still going to get the job done, but when they are there, it feels more like we're at home, and we play better when we're at home anyway. Mm-hmm. Even though when we're away, we still get the job done, but it feels better when your home crowd is with you.
So 2 championships now. You ever get tired of winning rings?
No, not at all. I want more. As long as I'm here, I'm going to keep getting more.
So you're wearing one right now, which is from last season, the 2016-2017 season.
Yes.
You were telling me that you don't hold on to your first ring, though, from 2015-2016.
No, I sent that one home to my mother. So I keep on to this one because this one was special to me as well.
Where was your mom there in person to witness either one of the championship games or the ring ceremonies?
No, she wasn't. She had to work, but hopefully she'll be there this year.
Mm-hmm. She in Chicago?
No, she's in Minnesota currently.
So you wear number 2. I noticed that in college you were wearing number 1. Why the change and why number 2?
Well, to be honest, someone had number 1 here already, Maurice Mickens. So definitely wasn't going to get that. He's a vet. He'd been here, so I'm not can't take that. So number 2 was the number that I chose next. So
next in line?
Yeah.
All right. The Giants, the new ABA rankings came out. The Giants slipped from number 2 in the country currently to number 5 in the country. What do you think about the ABA rankings and being 5th? Being 5th, it's good.
Top 5 is good. It's always good, but me personally, I don't really do the whole ranking thing. All I'm worried about is this in the end. But ranking wise, I always feel that we should be number 1, just because we work hard every day, 3 hours every day, and on our own. So, I mean, I don't know no team that's doing that in this league, who's dedicated like we are. So, I feel that we should be number 1, even if we don't have a game or not. So,
Do you ever feel like the Giants are the ABA equivalent of the Golden State Warriors? I mean, in terms of just sheer talent and dominance in the league?
Definitely. We got a lot of talent on our team. It amazes me at times. Our practices are crazy, fantastic. I love to come. We get a lot of work in. It's a lot of competition in there. But it's great. We learn a lot from each other, and we pick each other up at the same time.
So the practices, the 5-on-5 scrimmages that you guys are doing.
We do 5-on-5 sets, yeah.
What are the teams always the same with those?
For the most part, yeah, but we do change them up to get a little more competition sometimes otherwise. Or we'll have new guys come in, see where they at, and we'll go from there.
Who do you get matched up with the most?
Who do I get matched up with the most? Let me see. Ed Horton and Gerard Tucker.
Oh, that's a tough. Which one is harder to guard?
I would say Ed because he does more with the ball. Tuck, he's stronger, but I would say Ed because he does more with the ball because he's a guard like me. So, Ed.
Which one shuts you down more?
No one.
No one?
No. No. It's competitive. We do our thing.
Reese told me that Tuck sets the hardest screens in the ABA.
Yeah, I'm a witness of that. He hit me with a few in practice a few times. Felt like I was in football practice, but it was okay. Once you're calling out the screens and you know it's coming, you can get prepared for it. But yeah, that guy set some hard screens, man. It's tough.
You ever get mad at your teammates when they don't call out a screen mid-game?
Definitely, because you can get hurt. I got hurt my first season here like that, pedaling backwards, back screen, and no one called it out.
So we're going to get into your time here with the Giants, but I want to start a little bit with you in college. I went back earlier today, and I watched your recruiting tape from Robert Morris University. A lot of putbacks on it, a lot of driving through traffic. You were going baseline. You were hitting the angles, getting your take sent off the glass, and of course you still had that three-point shot. But what part about your game has changed the most since college?
I want to say I know a little bit more about the game now. I know when to change my speeds and what to do and when not to do it now. I used to be a shoot first, think later type of guy, but now I scope the scene and go through the plays and get what I can get out of it now. So, made me a better player. So, yeah.
Why do you think it's so hard for younger players to change speeds when they go into the ABA or the NBA? It seems like they're always, like Josh Jackson right now with the Phoenix Suns, man, the guy's one speed all the time. And it takes players a while, but you guys, it's not like you just started playing basketball yesterday when you start playing professionally. Why does it take players longer to develop the changing of the speeds and using it to your advantage?
I can't answer for everyone, but it's kind of different for different people. But I don't know, some guys be anxious to get to the rack, to score the ball. I don't know. Some guys just want to do their thing with it and just have it in their hands. I'm not sure. But me, I changed my speeds when I got older and I had to really look and slow my game down to see who's open and see who's not, so I won't be like a ball hog. And, things change like from there.
So you've been with the Giants since 2015, 2016.
Yes.
2 rings with the Giants. What was your defining moment now that you are heading into your 3rd season?
My defining moment. That's a good question.
Championship.
I'm really thinking about another championship ring, and we're going to be in Texas this year. So we did it in Baltimore. We could do it in Texas. I'm really looking forward to celebrating like we did again on that floor. It was a great feeling. All of us came together as one, and we got what we wanted. So that's all I really want.
Is there one game that stands out to you the most that you played with the Jacksonville Giants uniform on?
Yeah, when we won the championship. That game stood out the most because everyone played with passion and everyone wanted to win. You just saw it in everyone's body language. We all came together as one. It was great.
Speaking of body language, one of the most fun things for me to do when I'm watching the Giants play, and specifically Larry, and there's a picture that really encapsulates your defensive game well. We have it posted on Facebook at Jacksonville Giants, as well as our Jacksonville Giants Instagram. But it's you playing defense with your arms out like that. I can't do it the same way you do.
I know what picture you're talking about.
But you just look like when you are playing defense, you are having so much fun.
Definitely.
And obviously, you're an offensive weapon. A couple games ago, you put up 24 points. You're the player of the game. But when you're playing defense, it looks like you're really honed in. Talk to me about your mentality when you're guarding the ball handler.
Defense. I grew up off a lot of defense, especially in Chicago. Played a lot of defense because you didn't want to get embarrassed. So you got to be real tough on defense. Now, it comes easy to me. I just stay down, look directly at their body, not the ball, because you can get lost looking at the ball. But
you don't count the dribbles going for the steal?
No, definitely no. Count the steals.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Defense is big for me because defense brings offense. So without your defense, you're nothing.
How do you know when to go under or over the screen?
Well, if he's a shooter, you might want to go over, because if you go under, we all know how Steph Curry is. He can shoot from long range, and if you go under, it's not good. So that's how you know.
When you're deciding, though, I'm assuming some of these games, depending on who you're playing with the ABA, that sometimes you're getting matched up against players you might not have seen as much tape on. Do you just kind of play it by ear? Do you try and look at his shooting stroke a couple of times before taking that into account? Or
you can play it by ear. You can check him out shooting, see which hand he is, see which side he's comfortable dribbling from. In game, you can also try him, see what he can do. Let him go over the screen, go under, see if he goes in or anything. But you got to be willing to take chances, so you can learn from there.
Over the off season, and this is something that I talked to Reese about a couple of weeks ago when we were doing another Facebook Live, it's a long off season. A lot of players work on one part of their game specifically. What part of your game did you work on the most?
My off season, I really work on dribbling and shooting. Like before, when you said changing speeds, that's been a big thing I've been working on this summer as well. Also, my legs, getting my legs stronger, and my endurance. So that's pretty much the only thing I've been working on this summer. Next summer I might go to upper body, get my shoulders and all that back into it, and all that stuff. But right now I'm focused on lower body, legs, and my endurance. So
you mentioned a couple of weeks ago I was talking to you and I was asking if you played street ball, if you ever go play street ball and you ever just embarrass anybody in the court, and you're saying, no, I got to watch out for my knees. I'm playing professionally now. Valid, fair. Back in the day when you were growing up in Chicago, though, you ever play some street ball and just embarrass some kids out there?
Definitely. We just go outside a lot. Me and my friends meet up at the parks, play a lot outside. It was great times. That's how you learn to really play basketball, learn your moves, playing with your friends, all that stuff.
Without giving away any secrets, to the offensive scheme, how has the offense changed this year under head coach Jerry Williams? It was under head coach Jerry Williams as well last year, but how has it changed this year?
Well, Jerry, he's been with us since day one, so it really hasn't changed. He's still letting us do the things that we need to do, that we want to do to get the job done. We have a few set plays that we have now that we didn't have before, but everything else is just really the same.
Mm-hmm.
We're free.
What's one thing that basketball has taught you that you've been able to take with you and use in other parts of your life?
You got confidence, love for the game, loyal, and also we pray as a team. So, and I pray off the court as well. So that's like a main thing for me too. So that's about it.
Yeah, that's something that I didn't know prior to working with the Jacksonville Giants. Is you go into the locker room prior to the game, and the entire team is praying together.
True. Yeah.
It was not shocking, just something I didn't expect when I first walked into that.
Before and after.
Yeah.
It's our thing.
So last year, 2017, from the start of the year to the end of the year, the Jacksonville Giants didn't lose a single game.
Yeah.
This year, to start off the year, first game of the year on the road against the Orlando Waves, this last Saturday, the Giants fell 99-103, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I wasn't there at the game. I wasn't able to watch it. Talk to me about that loss, why you think the Giants did lose, and what you can do differently this time when you see them in February at Veterans Memorial Arena.
That game, I feel like we didn't lose, but we lost, whatever. But rebounding, came down to rebounding. That's it. Other than that, we played great. He's on the road, got to deal with the on the road refs. Another home facility of the other guys. So I felt like we played great as a team. Just came down to rebounding. We didn't get that last few rebounds at the end. and that's about it. Everybody did great.
Do you think it's good to get a loss?
Yeah.
Every once in a while, because I was talking to Reese about it.
No.
And
but yeah,
you know, it's not that you want to be confident. That's something you talked about, how great it is to be confident. But it's also important to be humbled every once in a while, right?
Yeah, true. But I don't like to lose personally. But I guess we need one loss for a smack in the face to get it together. Mm-hmm. You know, to stop taking it easy on people. But we got it. It's cool.
I was thinking when I got the text that you guys lost, I was like, well, thank goodness it's on the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to lose at home.
No, I don't want to lose on the road either, but it happens. Tough atmosphere. So.
Who is the toughest player on the Giants to guard?
Jermaine Bell.
Is he?
Yeah, because he's tall, man, and he got moves, man. Like, you know, he can dribble and he can shoot. So it's like, what are you gonna do? Can you stick him?
Me? No. But I couldn't stick any of them. So, yeah, I thought maybe Clarence, and I was like,
Clarence?
No. I couldn't. No.
Yeah.
No, I get embarrassed. Thankfully, I'm not out there on the court. Every once in a while, I'll shoot some free throws prior to you guys coming out on the court. That's sort of the same thing. But I could see why he. I thought you were going to say, you know, a Reese or.
A guard?
Yeah, to somebody to guard. But I can see your point because the height's an advantage, and he can shoot, he can dribble, he can play in the post.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it like that. I'm not looking at like a guard. I can guard another guard. Mm-hmm. So I mean, like, but if I had to go one-on-one with me and Slim, like, what can I possibly do?
Brady's got the height advantage. Yeah.
But I'll definitely try you in a one-on-one. So.
Who's the best defender on the team, if you can't say yourself?
Best defender. Who's the best defender? Nugent. Nugent is
he?
A great defender.
Yeah, why is that?
He's everywhere.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so Nugent James, Nugent, Bernard Nugent is...
I feel like I have a couple inches on him.
Nah, man, Nugent tall, man.
Is he?
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna do my dog like that, man.
No, hey, I'm not that short either, though.
How tall are you?
6 foot.
Oh, okay. How about you?
Yeah. He's a good player.
Yeah, definitely. He's a great player.
He reminds me of like Ish Smith or something when I see him out there on the court.
Yeah.
Fast, man.
Man, just fast. Mm-hmm. He got hops too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's surprising.
He amazes me too. Yeah. There's one guy who amazes me as well.
When basketball is all said and done, how do you want your teammates to remember you?
Just me being me. I'm Larry, cool guy, laid back, and I love to play basketball. So they can remember me for that.
Kid that's watching this interview right now and they're thinking to themselves, I want to grow up and I want to play basketball professionally one day. What advice would you give them?
Stay in school, work hard, practice makes perfect, and listen to your coaches.
Who's your team in the NBA?
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, come on. How long have they been your team for?
They've been my team for about 6 years now, 7 years.
Mm-hmm. Happy to have IT back.
True.
You see that flagrant he got the other night?
True.
It was right in the neck.
Who's your team?
Phoenix Suns.
Oh, I used to like them. Steve Nash was there.
Yeah, back when point guards were actually point guards.
True.
Back in the day. But who is the best player you've ever played with and against?
With and against. Ever?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have to still be playing now?
No. Mm-mm. Could have been from college. Could have been from high school. Could have been with the Chicago Steam.
Oh, I'll go high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. My best friend, Alan Howard. He was a phenomenal point guard, like the Phoenix Suns back then. Me and him played the 1 and the 2 back then in high school. He was great, unstoppable. He would take the first half. I would take the second half. That's how good he was. But that's the guy I played with. That was the best to me.
How, is he not playing anymore?
No, he gave it up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Other things in life he wanted to accomplish.
It's hard, too.
Yeah, he did it. He's good.
So closing out the interview, Mr. Larry Dumas, the Saturday, December 13th at Edward Waters College, you guys are taking on the DMV Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
You excited for the game?
Definitely. I'm excited. Ready. I'm always ready, but excited, yeah.
All right, I did this to Reese, and we were so wrong. Predict your stat line for the game.
Against DMV?
Yeah.
DMV, I give them 15 points, 7 rebounds, 5 steals,
Okay.
6 assists.
And 6 assists.
Yeah. They sleep on my
So
assists.
a quadruple 5 on this game.
Yeah.
Those games are the quadruple 5s. They don't really track those anymore like they used to. But there used to be different sites that would track quadruple 5s and things in games, and they're a lot more rare than people think.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Larry Dumas, thank you so much for
Thank you.
coming on for the interview, and we will see you guys this Saturday, January 13th at Edward Waters College as the Jacksonville Giants take on the DMV Warriors.